imagine 100 people in a single room. These many people are watching your content on daily basis. AI cannot touch human mind. If we talk about creativity, a very incredible marketing campaign can be come out of a human mind. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Try Wise. Now, I don't have the complete setup. That's how I do the intro now, which is more natural as well. I sat down with Ankita Mishra, digital marketing coach who has taught already 700, 800 students in her career. She has her own agency. She is doing digital marketing services. And we discussed all of her experiences in the field. We discussed like how a student can start his or her own career in digital marketing. How can you get your first client? What to do to get your first client? Obviously, you don't have so much experience and you're just starting, right? Like, what can you do to actually convince the client that, yeah, you can do that? We discuss Instagram organic profile maintenance. How can you start? Imagine like 100 views that you have. Imagine 200 views. Because just imagine a room with 100 people, right? So that is still an achievement. Don't be fooled on social media. Don't be fooled of thousands of views by someone else because they also have a lot of experience in that, right? Or maybe they want meta, but you don't have that much of budget to invest in for the first place. Organic is always stronger. Organic campaign is also a campaign. And obviously it takes more time. So I really hope you will enjoy the episode. See you in the next one.
So, hello, and first of all, thanks for inviting me to your channel. I'm Ankita Mishra, and also I call myself, as everyone call me, Digital Ankita too, because I have built my personal brand in this way so that people call me Digital Ankita. I have almost 6 to 7 years of experience in the field of digital marketing. So I have my own batches where I train students to start their career in digital marketing. I have my own clients, my own agency where I also provide services related to digital marketing thing. And since last 3 years, I have trained more than 500 students so far.
Like you are doing so many stuff like at the same time, like I saw that you have a Instagram account as well, which we will put in the bio downstairs, and like I will also add your LinkedIn so the people can reach out to you with any questions that they have. So Ankita, like my first question would be like more like a personal question to you, like how did you know that digital marketing is your field?
Actually, I did not started my career as a digital marketer, but I was a salesperson at the initial years of my career. I have been into sales and then I've been into HR, and I never enjoyed my work. I
Mm.
always hated my work. I used to do 9 to 5 job at the initial years of my career, and then randomly I left my job and I was hiding from my parents too, because even they did not had any idea that I'm deciding to leave my job. And then I was just checking out for another job instead of this HR thing, and then I found digital market job application. So I thought, let's try this. And I did a very small course of digital marketing in my college time. So I just got a certification when I was in college, and I thought, let's give it a shot and see what happens in digital marketing, how it goes and all. So this is how I started my career, and I really enjoyed my work. I really enjoyed when I have to put my creativity, because I've been a creative person in my academic years also. I used to dance, I used to do painting and everything. So I always had that creative thing inside me. So that's why when I got to know how digital marketing works, what is social media marketing, what is SEO, I have to think about content creation, I have to think about advertisement. These things actually, excited me and also motivated me to go to office every day. And because of my interest only, so I never wanted to be a teacher, but somehow it happened. I started enjoying training to people, telling people how to start their career in digital marketing. Initially I don't wanted to train, but I was just providing consultancy to all those people who want to start their career, and they were confused how to do it, if this is the right fit for them or not. And all these questions were there. People used to ask me from my Instagram account. So this is how it started. It was not planned at all.
It's always like the best things which has the best outcome, right? When you are not planning something and you are like, okay, let's try maybe doing videos or something like, and not about sales, because like you're interested in creativity. Like sales, I would say, is not really like based on creativity. Obviously, like you have this and like you need to achieve like that goal. But like in digital marketing, there are like so many things around, like in the bubble, I would say, that you can, you know, blow your creativity away. That is like just you cannot even, it's not countable, right? Like you can teach, you can shoot videos, you can do SEO. SEO needs also some creativity, even though it's almost the most technical part of digital marketing, I would say. But still, it needs creativity with content. So it's just like three of the things that I mentioned. So digital marketing has such a big bubble. When I was in secondary school and I was like learning marketing, I always felt like that. That yeah, I have some connections with marketing itself. I was not really interested in the digitalized part of market. Like in secondary school, we were learning about SWOT analysis, like all of these basic things, and I was still like, you know, interested in this stuff. And yeah, I just studied digital marketing 2 years ago. That's when I started it, and since then I'm working in digital marketing itself. So it will be like a teacher-student conversation now, kind of. But yeah, this is how I started, and I was like this weird connection with marketing itself, and since then I'm into this thing. So thank you, Ankita, for the intro. And from this, I would jump to the first question. Like over 700 students that you had the course with, I'm sure that you have like experiences with the skill set that a person should have, right, to be like a good person in digital marketing. What, how would a person would know that, okay, for example, I'm creative, this is one, I would say, but like what else should like list here, like a key set for digital marketing?
Well, this is one of the most common question I've been asked from so many students so far. So at this point, I usually ask students that ask yourself if you are creative, if you like to do things, creatively, and along with that, the most important point is if you like to connect with people, because when we talk about digital marketing, be it online or let's say be it SEO as well, we do write content on multiple platforms. Somewhere we are connecting with people. We are connecting with people via email as well. We connect with people via social media as well. So do you really enjoy connecting with people? If you
Mm-hmm.
don't, you might find it, boring to create backlink as well. If you don't like to connect with people, you might don't like to, turn on your camera and start creating content or maybe do any webinar. And the second most important thing is, do you like to write? I
Mm.
am not someone who is into writing, but when I started with digital marketing, eventually I found this hobby of writing, because I had to write for my script. I have to write for my, content or blog or let's say hook, CT. All these things require writing. So again, do you like to write? Do you like to connect with people? Do you find it interesting to learn about new tools? Because digital marketing is a field which keeps evolving again and again. So you have to learn about new tools. Do you like to follow new trends? So these things are something where you can find if digital marketing is made for you or not. I don't like to do the same task on daily basis. I like to do different tasks. I like challenges. I like to connect with people. I like to see colors. I like to do advertising. I like to see analytics. So these things something that attracted me, and this is the same question I ask students as well. If your answers are yes, then yeah, digital marketing is something that you can pursue. You just have to be consistent with that. I believe I'm going to repeat this consistent word again and again in this podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it's important first. So like consistency is like an important thing in the life. And yeah, I totally agree. But what if, for example, I can talk from my point of view, I was not comfortable for a long time to, you know, like not being on camera but like record yourself, for example, as we are doing now. I was not, I just started this thing, and I just came to know that okay, it's an important thing to create content, to go, even though like you are with bunch of work, obviously, like I have a lot of work during my week, but I need to save time for creating content because it's like one of the part of personal branding too, to increase your personal branding, do all of these things, do content for your job, but for yourself is also important. If you're asking the people like, okay, are you comfortable being on camera, or always they are always saying yes, or you are just discussing, or they are like people saying that okay, not yet but maybe I will. So what do you think about this? Is it really important to be like comfortable, like being on camera, writing content, be with people from the beginning, or you can learn this thing by the time goes?
To be honest, I used to create, video related, I mean lip sync videos and everything when back in college. But when I started creating educational content, it was so uncomfortable for me at my first video. In fact, today as well, whenever I start creating content, it's not easy for me as well to uh, take a shot in first go. Okay, I
Mhm.
have to take multiple shots, multiple takes for one clip as well. So it is never, something where people can say that now I'm comfortable to talk in front of camera or something, or now I'm comfortable to talk with anyone. You have to give time to yourself. You can do practice, and again, it is not compulsory to create content in front of the camera. Or if you are good at creativity, you can always go for designing, you can always go for advertisement. If
Yeah.
you're good at analytics and advertising, you don't have to come in front of the camera. You can do Google advertisement, you can do meta advertisement. You just have to understand the analytics. You have to put your legs in your customer's shoes, so that you can understand from the customer's point of view if this advertising is good or not, if I need to change the content, if I need to change the designing video, all these things.
Hmm.
Little analytics comes into the picture. These things are little technical, but again, you don't have to come in front of the camera. Again, it depends upon your choice also. But I would always suggest that push yourself. Then of course you will be proud of yourself after a year or two, that see how far I've come right now. So yeah, this is what I would suggest.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I totally agree. Like, I'm also trying to push myself with like content creation and all to save my time, as I said like before, that save time like during the week to being consistent. Right, again the word. And yeah, like whoever is good with analytics, like they can be an analytics person, or if they are into advertising and to create like the content and designs and banners and everything. But when it comes to tools and challenges during your work, it's like a it's like a thing that everyone should pay attention for, right? Like new things, new updates are coming, for example, from Google if you're in analytics world, or if there is anything trends that are coming up, right? Like in the world, like same thing is going if you're in analytics, in design, in content creation, that you always need to take care of these tools and like really pay attention like what is going on in the world. What do you think? What are the tools and things that were working before that are not working now, and what is the new trends that people need to like pay attention in digital marketing?
Well, let's start with Instagram. Well, if Instagram 2 years back, everyone were behind reels, everyone were creating reels only. The algorithm was pushing real content only. Now the algorithm is pushing multiple types of content, be it carousel, single image, or real content. Your strategy should have mix of all the content type. So this is one new update. If I'll talk about LinkedIn has also started with short form videos. YouTube is pushing all their shorts, and then this is the trend of all the short form content right now, because the attention span has been decreased. People want really quick solutions to all their queries. So this is one update I would say. Earlier YouTube was going behind all the long form content. Again now YouTube is trying to push short form as well as long form content at the same time, because of the audience behavior has been changed, right? So this is one point I would say, the evolvement, or you can say the changes in the field of digital marketing. Secondly, I would say AI and automation. This is another point where AI is in the picture right now. So we need to learn a few tools of AI, where Jasper is in the picture, and then Chat GPT is in the picture, where then many chats, again it is an AI tool to do the automation and get your solutions quickly. You have to add AI and automation into your digital marketing strategy to get quick results, or to reply quickly, to get very quick solutions to all your problems or all your queries. So this is another point I would say. If you're not using AI and automation into your digital marketing strategy, it is possible that you might be way too behind in this journey. Okay. And third thing is evolvement of algorithm keeps evolving themselves, be it a search engine, be it social media platform. Everywhere we can see that algorithm keeps evolving themselves. In fact, Google always evolved itself. Google always evolved their algorithms. So we have to stay up to date with all the updates of Google algorithms, so that we can change and update our SEO strategies. Same goes for social media. We have to stay update with YouTube updates, and then all the Instagram algorithm updates, LinkedIn algorithm updates, how this algorithm works, how this algorithm organically works, and how this algorithm works when we add anything paid content. Let me take an example. When I'm creating a content, let's say I have a new account on Instagram, okay, and I'm creating content, I'm pushing all the contents organically, I'm getting good decent amount of views, okay. But if I'll start boosting my content, the Instagram will understand, the platform will understand I have a particular paying capacity. So again, these are some, small algorithm updates or small things that algorithm do. Algorithm understand our account behavior, the person behavior who is handling the account, and based on that algorithm works. So yeah,
Mhm.
these are some changes that I could say that digital marketing brings into the picture when I talk about the evolving or changes. And apart from that, let's say we want to be stay updated with all these updates. So what we can do is we have to follow the trends. What is trending right now, be it on social media or on search engine. Let's take an example of SEO. Currently, what is happening in SEO, because of AI, we are getting first result of AI driven, right?
Mhm.
Now we do see first and second results, third results of website ranking after AI driven results. So what SEO experts are doing, they are trying to get their website ranked in that AI driven results. The source of all the AI answers, we usually get the source, right?
Mhm.
The source of all the AI answers. So what SEO experts are trying to do, they're trying to create content, a rich snippet, so that they come under that AI driven results and get more creditability out of it. So this is how we have to follow the trend, see what is trending right now. Secondly, we could always go for blogs such as Search Engine Journal, then Social Media Today, Neil Patel's blog is there. So there are multiple types of blog on internet that we should always check. We can subscribe ourselves and check all the updates, because these industry experts usually do experiments with multiple things, and then they share their case studies. So this will help us, this will save our time for doing any experiment, and then we can directly implement the strategy, right?
Really, like you almost everything that I thought of that might be your answer, but like you of course like covered like Instagram as this is your main part, right? So I would be like really curious of your answer on this one. Like, what about hashtags? Because like I guess as a teacher you're also mentioning keywords, right? Like in SEO, like obviously in SEO keywords like work, but like what about hashtags? Like are they working or are they completely dead on Instagram? What do you think?
Well, hashtag is not used to rank actually. It is used to categorize content. So I am creating a content how to create backlinks on Instagram. Okay. So over there, I could add hashtags such as backlink strategy, how to create backlink. So what happened with this hashtag? This hashtag is categories. I mean, under hashtag backlink strategy, under this category, all the backlink strategy content comes into only one section. It will helps algorithm to understand what is the category of your content you have uploaded right now. So this is a very small difference between keywords and hashtags, and people usually get confused with hashtags and keywords. Some say hashtag is dead now, but hashtag was always been a category section.
Mhm.
So it always helps the audience and people to categorize content, algorithm to understand the category of that respective content. So yeah, I would say always add hashtags, and see hashtags in that way that it is gonna help you to categorize your content, to make algorithm understand what is the category of your content and what is the category of your reel, or let's say carousel single post. So you should always add hashtag just to categorize it.
Do you have any like would you suggest anything else to help Instagram to categorize your content, or is just like hashtags which can help in that, or like is there any other thing to use? You know, for example, you have a reel which is around like backlinks, let's say, to this, you are using hashtag backlinks, hashtag SEO, but is there any other way to categorize your content in this way?
Well, we have multiple things to inform Instagram that this is the category of my content, where alt tech comes into the picture. And then uh, when I talk about reels, there is a section called topics that again comes into the picture when we categorize a particular content. And then hashtag is always there. And apart from that, we can always go for our social media account optimization, where
Mm-hmm.
again we can add all the keywords. So keywords always help us to explain algorithm what we are talking about, how the things has been added. And again, let's say I am posting a video content, I'm using backlink and backlink strategy. So that means again it is going to help algorithm to understand that this comes under backlink strategy category,
Mm-hmm.
because now algorithm also go for audio keywords as well. Earlier it used to follow only written content. So that's why earlier it was all about image alt tag, be it SEO or social media. Okay. And now it is all about written as well as voice content too. So we do voice SEO. Same goes for social media also. Whatever keywords you're using in the video, it will again help you to categorize your content. So right now I'm using backlink strategy. I'm saying how to create backlinks. So these things again help the algorithm to understand, okay, fine, this person is talking about how to create backlinks. Because when I add a keyword mentioning how to create backlink, if I can mention keywords in that way, right? You don't have to mention keyword like backlink strategy, backlink, or content marketing. You have to write the whole LSI keyword that usually audience are searching on internet. You have to add such keywords on your social media, then only you can expect to get seen in front of your right target audience.
I didn't know that like Instagram can already like read this content like that detailed, right? Like it's also like an evolving thing in digital marketing. So that would also bring me to the other question, like because like we went into like so much details into digital marketing studies and like the knowledge itself. So I will bring back the beginners and the students into this, but like the evolving part of digital marketing. So for example, they are learning about hashtags. Let's stick with hashtags now. Like yeah, hashtag, like I need to use that, and like there is this voice SEO which comes like with the evolving word like into within digital marketing. Aren't they getting afraid or like backing back, that saying that okay, like I'm opting out of digital marketing because I'm too afraid of the challenge? How do you keep them still being motivated into the field? Like are they getting like scared of this new evolving stuff, and you're trying, I guess, as a teacher, motivate them, right? That you can do that, no worries. It's like coming by day to day when you are like on social media, like you can do that by yourself and checking the evolving parts. Like how is it going like with the students?
I usually ask my students to start creating something, be it any video content, be it any script, or be it anything content writing. What I usually do, I usually surprise my student with giving some assignment and task. And whenever I get task in written, let's say I have created a task of writing cold emails, and I've given them some target audience. This is going to be the target audience, this is the buyer persona, and this is the company. You have to write cold emails for them. Write me Give me some 4 to 5 versions of cold emails for this particular company. And I usually check all the cold emails and mail them. There is
Oh,
no laws when you mail those people, right? And whenever I get reply, we do get reply, because students are very creative. They are very uh, those those people who could be nurtured in a very good way. They
Mm-hmm.
don't know much about internet, they don't know much about market, they don't know actually about how to actually go for job and how this corporate world behave. They don't know anything, but when they see, when they see that their work is real, they can use this in real industry, they usually get motivated with these things. So whenever I
Mm-hmm.
usually get a reply and something, I show it to them. See, ABC student has done this email, and we have got this reply, we are about to, close this client. So this type of things I usually show them, and this usually motivates them. It always happened that students usually get motivated. In fact, sometimes it happens that students come to me, talk with me, get emotional that, ma'am, I wasn't aware that I could do in this way. I was very, scared of doing such things. I just did it because of an assignment and marks. So that purpose I did all these things, but now I can see that I can create a career out of it. So I have heard these things from my students. So this is one thing I usually do to, implement their work and show them how action works actually. Learning is one thing that everyone should do, and action is something that this has to be the most important part when you are learning anything. So if you are putting your 20 to 30% times in learning, then you should put your 70 to 80% times for taking action. Okay, so I usually take actions of all the assignments they do and then show them their wins, and this usually motivates them. And then apart from that, I'm always there for them to, push them and help them if they get stuck anywhere. So this is again, they always have my support.
I think like giving like a positive feedback at the beginning, like it helps a lot for the future as well, and to have someone to rely on whenever there is like a part of life that you got stuck on. I also had my mentor back in the day, like who was like helping me a lot to study and like learn digital marketing. And like still he's like I can rely on him anytime, and it's like it gives me so much safety in the life, and like I can go back to him like asking anything like okay, why is happening when we learn like in this way. Sometimes when there is like students coming and like, oh well, like madam, or sorry, it was not like in the books, kind of, right? And it still happened. Like sometimes you get confused, but like yeah, it's about digital marketing, so we can't really like argue on that. But Ankita, one more question. You said that you are giving kind of like projects, right? And like how homework for the students, and cold emails. What if like they are coming back with a completely AI written email? Is it ever happened with you? Like they came back with AI written content, like where you say like, yes, this is like a good way to go because you need to use AI because it's an evolving tool, right? Because like it is what we need to use as students, but still the teachers are not really happy with that. You ask them to personalize the content, or you completely like send it back.
Well, I have no issue with AI content or AI, AI made assignments, but it is always easy to understand this thing is written by AI, because
Yeah.
of course we are in this industry from so long, and we know how a beginner can write a particular assignment. And with the first assignment, the first batch always provide me AI written assignments all the time,
Mm.
because now ChatGPT is a go-to solution to all the problems of for everyone. So usually it happens all the time, and I do expect such assignment only for the first assignment or for the first batch as assignment. So I usually ask them, it is okay to use AI, but put some creativity. And AI cannot touch human mind. If we talk about creativity, a very incredible marketing campaign can be come out of a human mind only. I always ask my students to rework the assignment. Until unless I find the assignment in a right way, I don't accept the assignment at all. I have trained people who are starting their agency. I have trained CEOs. I have trained people who are switching their career. So I've trained multiple type of people, and I'm always strict with my assignments, because if you don't do assignment, you will never understand how these things work, right? Because otherwise, you will get a certificate which will be of no use. So I
Mm.
want my people to implement all the things, take actions with learnings as well. So yeah, if I'm getting AI written assignment, I usually give it back to them and I ask them to rework on it.
Exactly. Like I think it's there for own benefit, right? Like to like when you are sending back the assignment, is for their own benefit. Like yeah, you need to be practical. You need to know how it is going, and like yeah, just take help from AI. For example, it's also AI. I also wanted to talk about you with you about LinkedIn. That for example, I see people like commenting with AI, like a complete comment with AI written content, and I'm just like looking at the comments. I'm like, what is the benefit of this, like for yourself, for example? Okay, that you want to have reach, you want to like get more connections on LinkedIn, just to comment on third party connections, for example. But you cannot comment with AI. Like I don't think that the LinkedIn algorithm prefers that, and I don't think that it's where is the humanity out of it? Like there is no human in it at all. And like whenever I'm getting messages in AI written way, it's also really frustrating in my opinion. So I think taking only AI's help is like the best expression for this. Like take AI as a, for example, a topic idea for your post, and then write your post by yourself is the only way to help. Like get the AI's help into your work. That's the only way. But like like writing a complete content with AI is like no algorithm prefers that neither. So it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all. So I usually ask, in fact, my interns as well. So don't go for AI written, script, and don't come with AI written content script. I usually
Mm.
get such tasks from interns too. So I usually ask them, don't go for it. Take suggestions from them, take help from them, and create something from your own. That's why I want creativity, right?
I think like the way how you teach them is like really strict, but it's really good for them as well, because like my mentor was also really strict with me when it came to assignments, and like I cannot like thank enough to him like in from this point, because like you need to be strict with students, and like whoever is opening an agency, for example, maybe she or he will have like like hands on like in other projects, and for example they will be responsible for other projects businesses, right? So you cannot fool people like that. That's okay, like giving AI content, obviously. So you cannot like really. I mean, it's a harsh word, but like it's fooling the other business that you're getting money from, just to give like AI content, like in reward. So you cannot do that. So I think it's like a really good way that you are doing in such way. So like it came to like I think we came to the last question, and which would be around like okay, like you said that you were teaching like people transforming from sales to marketing or from other industries from HR, like who like was like opening their own agents. Like how would you think that, for example, like one person will be successful in digital marketing? Like do you know in advance that okay, this person is like really good to work with, or like how would you say that okay, like this person will be good but the other person maybe will struggle a bit? Like can you differentiate these two at the beginning already?
Well, yes, of course, because I have students who has been successful in this career, and I have those students who are still struggling, to create a name or career in the field of digital marketing. So there are a few points that usually differentiate such personalities. So first of all, I would always say that consistently learning. As we all know, digital marketing keeps evolving. In fact, you also try to connect with your mentor with things that has not been taught earlier, but now it has been evolved now. And you have to keep a mindset where you have to maintain an action oriented mindset. Okay.
Mhm.
So whenever learn anything, you have to implement that thing. If I'm not implementing the skills, right? So I cannot expect any success in YouTube marketing if I have no, any knowledge or any real data or real analytics or real algorithm understanding of how YouTube works. Apart from that particular thing I've learned online or offline, or any bookish knowledge. So it is always important to take action along with learning. Secondly, I would say always build a personal strong personal brand. So whenever I'm talking about personal brand, I'm not talking to start camera and start creating content. Of course it is not easy for everyone. So when I'm talking about personal branding, I am trying to ask audience or all your followers, my students, to create a platform where you can showcase all your work. So let's say you are creating a personal brand on Instagram. So you are showing your social media management skills. you are creating your personal brand on LinkedIn. You are showing your personal branding skills or content writing skills. You are creating a personal brand on a website by creating a blog. That means you're showing your SEO skills, your content writing skills. You have proven work even before you have started working with any agency or any company, right? So you'll be in fact without any client as well, you will be having a proven piece of work, portfolio created for you, and your portfolio is your personal brand. So I would say always create your personal brand. So how you can create your personal brand? By implementing all the things you have learned so far. And the fourth point I would suggest is network with people who are from the same field. It is possible that you can get some sort of solution whenever you get stuck somewhere. You will get real time information, or you can get details and suggestions from experts, right? And practice with patience. This is another point I would suggest. Keep practicing, and also keep patience along with the practice. No matter if you have got only 100 followers, no matter if you have got only 100 subscribers, you have to be patient with all your work. Be consistent regardless of result.
Hmm.
So I really like this line. You have to be consistent. You don't have to worry about your result. I have got only 100 followers, I have got only 100 views, 1000 views. You should not worry about views. You should worry about your content type, if you are targeting the right audience or not, if your content is creative or not, how analytics are working. Don't
Hmm.
worry about followers or likes, views. Then only you can expect that you could be successful in digital marketing, because you are not worrying about the result, but you are worrying about the knowledge. You are worrying about the value you are providing. So
Hmm.
this is going to be a very helpful thing, and this is what my successful students has done so far. I do have some case studies also of some of my students. One of my student has connected me, and he said that, Ankita, I have a story to share with you. And he started explaining about all the journey right after learning digital marketing. He was into an MNC company, and he had almost 5 years of experience, 5 years of experience in that company, and he wanted to start his career in digital marketing. He was worried if it is the right time to switch a career or not. I said that you can always go for digital marketing side by side with your full time job. And when you feel that now it is time to move for full fledged, you can always move for that, right? So, after learning from Digital Ankita Association, what other things he has learned, what, other strategies he has implemented. Right now he is working with a very big brand. I cannot take the brand name. Well, he is working with a very big brand, and he is handling multiple countries at the same time, multiple account of that particular brand for India, from for UAE as well, and from US as well, I believe. So he is
Hmm.
handling multiple accounts of that same brand with his all the strategies and everything. And he was able to do that because he was into consistency. He
Hmm.
consistently learning things, he implemented it. He gave interview in multiple companies. At the same time, he was building his personal brand also. He built his personal brand on LinkedIn and YouTube, and he showed his personal brand as his portfolio. So I would say that always learn, implement, and be patient. So this is the mantra of success.
Like if there is like one company like looking at your like they want to look at your CV, it's not working anymore, right? Like it's just like a bunch of tags there. You can say anything on your CV, but it's not proven, right? But if you have, for example, an Instagram profile, doesn't matter if they're like 50 followers, but you have a proof of
Yeah.
actions there, and then you have like proof of like work there. Doesn't matter if it's like it has 2 likes or 3 likes, whatever. They see that you were working on something, you shared it. That's the only thing that they need. So I think like building like a completely stronger portfolio is stronger and like way worse than having a CV there.
Yeah, that's right. And I would like to add another point that if you're someone who is starting with digital marketing, I would say to learn a few tools one could be Canva, then Google Analytics, Google Search Console, SEM Rush. These are a few tools that a beginner should learn, so that they could have some, hands-on tools, and then they can bring results out of these tools. Apart from that, they can also learn from free informations that is available on YouTube and Instagram, just to start their career with the same thing. If they are confused if digital marketing is right for them or not, or if they don't know about digital marketing at all, let's say they don't have any idea about digital marketing, they've just heard about digital marketing from everywhere because it's a booming industry right now. So they could Google it, they could understand what is digital marketing, types of digital marketing, and then learn a few tools and try to understand if this is working for them or not, and they can definitely go for it.
Exactly. And I think like if you know like one more tool all the time, it can be like a designer tool, like a transcribing tool as this script, for example. Like it's always like one adds up to your upcoming work or like for future work, because like if you can use like, I don't know, 10, 15 tools, let's say, then the company is like really happy to hire you, because like they need like people who are like, you know, having experience with tools, right? Because like you cannot like you cannot like write content by yourself completely. Obviously you need to have to take help from AI, right? So for example, this is one example, but you don't use AI completely. So yeah, Ankita, and like one last question, as you mentioned at the beginning, why are you called Digital Ankita? I want to ask that.
Yeah. Well, I started my page called Digital Ankita in late 2018 because one of my senior asked me, instead of creating lip sync video, why don't you share your knowledge on Instagram? Digital Pratik, Digital Shivani. I started with Digital Ankita, and then I use this keyword in with SEO. So I use this keyword in with the form of SEO. I used SEO with this keyword. So whenever someone search for SEO coach Digital Ankita, I don't have any website yet. But my Instagram account usually ranks. So
Mhm.
what I did, I go for Digital Ankita as a keyword, as a brand keyword, and then I added SEO coach as another keyword to be searched.
So unique. It's so unique because you have your personality in as well. Like my branding name is called DV Digitals, which is also like my last name, like the first letter of my last name and my first name. So it's called DV, and it's kind of like Digitals also in. So like you know what is this about? It's still like a bit like personal as well. So I think like I like these like unique branding names. I love them really.
Or after 2020 or 2021, people started changing their username who were into digital marketing and who were creating content related to digital marketing. But I always thought that this name is showing my personality, and then again it is about digital marketing. And yeah, we have almost same name.
Yeah, actually, like digital and DV digital is almost the same, but it really shows like the main features of us, right? Thank you so much. Any final words that you want to add?
Well, I would, for all the beginners who are starting with their digital marketing career, I would say that set realistic goals with all their digital marketing activities. No matter if you have got 100 followers, or no matter if you have got 200 followers, celebrate all the small wins, because you have worked hard for 100 followers, you have worked hard for 200 followers. Just imagine 100 people in a single room. These many people are watching your content on daily basis, these many people are loyal towards your content. So celebrate all the small wins, track your progress, check all the analytics and data, see all the green graphs in your analytics, enjoy, be motivated with all these things. Stay curious, learn about new tools, do test. Doesn't matter if your experiment goes wrong, because learning is equal to earning. You're learning every day, so it is totally okay. Even if you're failing sometime, you will get learn with something new. Whenever you're failing with anything, any tools, you will learn something new, and you can implement something else with a new strategy. You can come with always new strategy. And yeah, follow DV Digital and Digital Ankita.
Exactly. Like I will add like both of our links to the bio.
Thinking about starting a career in digital marketing, these are the things that you definitely need to check out first. Digital marketing is for creatives, problem solvers, and learners at the same time. If you enjoy creativity, problem solving, and connecting with people, these are the main prospects of digital marketing. And it also shows that you are a great fit for the industry. Whether it's content creation, SEO, or advertising, even analytics, there is always something for everyone. And the key is to stay open to learning and evolving with the industry, as there is always something new to come. The second is that personal branding is more powerful than your resume. Whenever you're applying to a job, let it be LinkedIn or their website, direct from their website, they're always asking for the CV and the LinkedIn profile. It's always a compulsory thing to add there, and maybe cover letter, whatever. But LinkedIn profile is always there, which actually shows that you have a strong presence in the industry personally, and you can showcase your experience there. It's really important to update your LinkedIn at least 2-3 times per week. And the second thing that we also decided that you need something to showcase your experience on. It can be a Facebook page, Instagram page, next to your LinkedIn, where you can upload your freelance works, right? And freelance projects that you've done before. If you didn't do anything in your free time, you can just go make a design, check out Google Ads, whatever, and make a proof of your experience there and upload. This is also a thing that companies are asking for, a portfolio, website portfolio, link, whatever that you have. It's a proof of what you actually do, and it will set you apart when applying for jobs or pitching clients afterwards. It is a tool, not a replacement for creativity. AI actually can help with content ideas, automation, whatever, but it cannot really replace the work, the outcome that you will give to the clients. The best digital marketers use AI as an assistant, not as a crutch, so everyone needs to actually keep that in mind. And if you want to stand out, personalized content and your own voice is also will be an adaptation, and experimentation lead to success all the time. This is the biggest one that we discuss, in my opinion, as digital marketing is a long game. You cannot plan for short term. You have to be consistent, track your analytics, and keep testing what works for your audience and what works not. Also views, right? Like you actually worked a lot for those 100 views. Imagine a room with 100 people, 200 people, 300 people. So this is actually one step-by-step long game. Don't get discouraged by low engagement. Keep always improving your content and celebrating small wins along the way. And the last one that we discussed is networking, and that learning never stops. This industry always changing, as we also mentioned before, and you need to surround yourself with mentors who are helping you along the way, and you need to follow marketing experts on LinkedIn, connect with them, engage under their posts, so you also gain visibility in this industry. This is also a part of the game. You need to read blogs, attend webinars, and most importantly, apply what you learn. So it is like they've been there before. They know how it goes. So it's always good to actually learn from the experts. And then it also like an action that you take, right? Like when you are participating something, when you read a blog, when you write a blog by your own, is always an action that you take. And it is what sets you apart.